Today I'm going to show you how to get dog poo off of your shoe. Right here I have dog poo on my shoe and I'm going to show you how to get it off. So this happens occasionally. You're walking outside and someone did not pick up the dog poo that their dog pooed onto the sidewalk or grass or whatever, and you have to get it off. Don't be mad at them. Just be careful, heifer. Now, right here is the dog poo, and I'm going to show you the first step on getting it done. Now, I do this over a toilet because human poo usually goes down here, and so I figured dog poo can go down there too. So what I use is I have some tissue, and then I also have a scrubber right here. This is a scrubber for cleaning the toilet. Why not clean your dog pooed shoe with the scrubber? So right now I'm going to place this back. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tissue. Now with the tissue, I use this to get the huge chunks off first to make the issue a little bit better. Now I recommend using gloves when doing this so you don't get dog poo on your hand and end up in your chew. So I have the dog poo, so I'm taking the tissue and I'm getting the huge Hershey chunks of the dog poo off of my shoe by going in the cracks and crevices of the sole of the shoe. So I do this a couple of times, and then I'm going to make note to flush the toilet to get the dog tissue with the poo that I used to get off of my shoe. It seems to be stuck on there like hot glue, but that is not hot glue. It's what some people call doo-doo, or other people call boo-boo. But doo-doo sounds better than boo-boo. And it is definitely stuck on there, but not like hot glue. And why? Because this is poo. So I'm gonna take another piece of tissue and get just a little bit more of the poo, doo-doo, that it sticks to my shoe like hot glue, off of my shoe. So I got a lot of it off using the tissue to remove the poo off of the shoe. So once I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and flush the toilet to get the tissue with the dog poo that I used to get the poo off my shoe. Like that. So I flushed it, and you see there's no poo left in the toilet. So now that I have it done, I'm gonna go ahead and take my brush. Now with this brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and dip it into the water. Now some people like to use some sort of bowl cleaning detergent in there. I, however, do not. I just use the water for this step right here. And what I do is I go ahead and brush down. And the reason why I don't brush up, because you don't want the dog poo to end up in your mouth, the same place where you chew. That would be bad, because if you will have doo-doo in your mouth, which is supposed to be the place that you chew. So I take the brush, wet it, and just go downwards, because when the bristles whip, they whip forward, but they don't nay-nay. So they taking this brush and I'm going downward motion like that. And doing this, you see right here, you get the dog poo splattered onto the commode. It's going downward and not splashing in your eye. So that would be a bad thing to get dog poo in your eye. All right, so I'm just gonna keep on dipping it in here. And I'm taking the brush, going downwards, dip it in there, and going downwards. See that? And if you look at here, a lot of the dog poo is getting off of my shoe and not sticking on there like it's some hot glue. So I'm gonna keep on going. All this knowing that the dog poo is getting off my shoe. It's not smelling so much like boo-boo or doo-doo anymore because a lot of the dog poo is getting off my shoe. And I just keep on doing this with the water. And yes, the water's getting dirty. And so what I'm gonna do now is, I'm gonna keep the brush right here and I'm gonna flush the toilet. And doing this will allow me to get fresh water so I can take it back on here. All right, so we're gonna keep on doing this. And you wanna try to do it as much as you possibly can so you get the bristles inside of the cracks and crevices right there to remove all the dog poo from your shoe. All right, so it looks like I have a lot of it off, if not all of it. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do the flush one more time. I'm gonna take the brush, make sure it's rinsed, and just keep on going like this with the fresh rinse total. Now, if you want to, some people put a disinfectant on the bottom of the shoe to make sure that the germs are killed and the smell goes away. But right now, I don't smell anything. No dog poo coming from my shoe. Doesn't smell like doo-doo. It just smells like a shoe. Maybe it's my nose and not you. I think quite makes sense. I'll be done in almost a pinch with washing the dog poo off my shoe. Get a couple more going like this. And it seems pretty clean. Now I'm just gonna rinse the brush again. I think I got a little bit of water on my hand. Gonna have to wash that. And so I have the shoe right here. And what I'll do is I'll take just some clean water. And make another cupful of clean water. And the purpose of this is just to rinse anything that's left off of it. Now, I think I did a pretty good job and in getting the dog poo off my shoe. You see it's nice and clean, no longer smell anything. Some people may want to put some disinfectant off of it. So once I've done that, I check on here and to see if there's any more dog poo on my shoe. If I see no or smell no more dog poo on my shoe, I'll take a piece of tissue. And you see the water, it's on the shoe, and it looks like it's stuck on there as if it's some glue, but it's not. It's just the water that I use to rinse the dog poo. Some people call it dog doo-doo. And I'm just gonna dab it like this, just to get off any other or excess residue of the dog poo that was on my shoe. Come up to it, you smell it, does not smell like doo-doo anymore. So I'm gonna just keep on dabbing this, making sure it's dry. And this, ladies and gentlemen, after I've dabbed this a little bit more, and if you want to, you could also take some soap, put some soap on the shoe where the dog poo was, and then take the brush, dip it in there, and just take the brush. Remember, go downwards so you don't get anything to splash in your eye. You don't want to be that guy that thinks they fly, but they have dog poo from off of their shoe. They got transferred to their eye. And it looks like the brush broke. So now I'm going to make a video on how to get the brush out without touching the actual brush. So I'm going to sit right here. See if I can fish this out. Fish this out. All right, so I have to get it right here, and this is got it in there. So I'm gonna put that back. I'm gonna try to rinse the soap off. Rinse the soap off, just like that. And that's how you get dog poo off of your shoe. Hope this was helpful. Thanks a lot for watching. Always flush. And put the toilet seat down. Thanks a lot for watching.